Michael van Gerwen stands on top of the world of darts. Michael van Gerwen, world champion.
On current form, I think I am the best. I love what I do and I want to be better. Only one thing that counts, and that's win tournaments.
Michael van Gerwen is without doubt the best player in the world.
Easy, isn't it?
You're getting hit by a hurricane of torrid tungsten pressure.
Do you know how many times I fell on the floor with my chin and I needed to stand up again because I lost? 45. A lot. I played really bad for 3-4 years. I didn't do what I can.
Heb je een foto?
Ja, het is goed, joh. For a charity like this, there's something where you don't forget and they will never forget it. Years ago, you only could dream about things like that, and now it's reality. I used to walk in a venue and I used to be a bit afraid to lose. Now I go walk in the game, I'm gonna beat him, simple, confident. I think I'm gonna rip his head off and rip him in pieces. I'm not very photogenic, how do you say it in England? A celebration is just a thing what I do. I like to do it, some people don't like it, but it's not my problem, is it?
Does he overdo it? No, he underplays it, in my opinion.
Nearly the same belly. I'm hungry for titles and you need to be hungry. If you're not hungry, you better stay at home and find a job and maybe you can earn a living out of that. Why did you give all the cookies to me? You all want to say I'm fat or something?
Michael van Gerwen is de dominante kracht in de dartsport. De 25-jarige Nederlander is de regerend wereldkampioen en nummer 1 van de wereld. Zijn liefde voor de sport bloeide al op in de tijd dat hij nog op school zat in Noord-Brabant.
This is where I went to school for about 4 or 5 years. And yeah, been a long time ago, but it helped me in some way, isn't it? But it was a good school, yeah, fantastic. I'm not really a person for college or school, so I'm really glad I'm a darts player now. And here around the corner is where I started playing darts. Yeah, been a while ago, 13 years ago, even before I went to the school. I was playing football first, but I knew straight away I wasn't good enough at football. And someone came over to me and said, on the Saturday afternoon, we're gonna do some, with a couple of you players, we're gonna play some darts. And I said, yeah, it's good. Probably I'm better than in football because even if I practice 24 hours a day, I never will be a good one. And then instead of the Saturday afternoon football, I went here to play darts. Goedemorgen, hoe is het?
Morgen Michael.
Is goed. Lang geleden.
Prima joh. Ik zie jou meer als jij mijn.
Yeah. I played a lot of dart games on this board and I also marked a lot of games before I played seriously at darts because at that moment I wasn't old enough to play in a tournament but because you need to be 16 and so I went here to just mark them and earn my money before that time. It was a good time and some practice during the breaks when they were finished and yeah, it was good. Really enjoyed it at that time, but yeah, we are a step further now, isn't it? The first place I hit 180 is at home, but first time in a pub or in a place or actually in a tournament is over here. I played a lot of ranking tournaments over here and it was all quite good fun and I still speak to the people I was playing with at that time.
13, 14, he came here. Most of the time he was riding. He was not allowed to play, but they gave him 1 gulden that time. He ride all evening for the big guys, and now is he the big guy.
I remember watching him as a 14-year-old kid in Hengelo in Holland, and I went and stood behind him, and I couldn't believe what I was watching. And I thought, what is going on here? You know, why haven't I heard of this young man before? And he was hitting the treble 20 like I've never seen before. And, you know, I just stopped playing myself at the time. And I thought, yeah, I weren't a bad player on the treble 20. But boy, this boy could hit everything.
Michael, of course, was a phenomenal teenager. You know, won tournaments, had 9 dart finishes at 17 years old. But the style of play, I think, is the most important thing. You know, he's emotive. He shows his emotion when he plays, when he checks out, or when he hits big scores. That involves the crowd, and he throws at pace.
Michael came over with, you know, a big fanfare because obviously I think he was 17 when he won the World Masters in the BDO, and when he came to the PDC everybody thought he'd just blow people away, and obviously it's taken him a good few years to get to that level.
When he first came over, he was a fast, enthusiastic player that for me was easy to put off. In them days I could slow him down, take my darts out slow, just anything to annoy him, and that was enough to beat him. But he's come through all that now in a thicker skin and won the world title last year. Who's to say he can't go on and emulate Taylor and win 16?
At the moment everything goes really well, and that's a really good thing, and I'm enjoying it, and I played so many games over here, I can't believe. It's unbelievable.
Darten is nu uitgegroeid tot een wereldwijde sport. De PDC-kalender zit vol met meer dan 150 wedstrijddagen verspreid over de hele planeet.
Yeah. Oh. Here's where my grandmom lives. I didn't even been there for a long time. But what can I say? I'm too busy and I all understand. It's same as I really need to plan time in with my family and eat early with my wife, and sometimes that's difficult, but everything has its good sides and its bad sides. I'm happy with my life how it is now, and my wife is happy, and yeah, we can do a lot of great things now. Because years ago I was only dreaming about being this successful. It's my life. I'm a horrible singer, don't worry about that. Oh. I'm not gonna do in Holland or England Got Talent or something, whatever it is, British Got Talent. Oh. Do you know the red button? Within 2 seconds, ching, ching, ching. Now we are in the town of Vlijmen. I've lived there for a couple of years, and my missus is from this town. My wife is from this town, mistake. Yeah, I need to work on it because I forget it all the time.
Het privéleven van Michael van Gerwen is het tegenovergestelde van de drukke dartswereld.
They were sitting together. It was quite clever of that man when we was buying the dogs. And you're not gonna buy one and leave the other one. So I said, that one's nice, what? I said, yeah, true. I said, can we take them both? I was nice for a day, really nice. 1st of August we've been married, and yeah, we had such a lovely day, fantastic, one of the best days in my life, and probably the best day. And 7 years ago we met in a pub close to Mussel's pub. We yeah, they had a evening, they had a little party evening. That was the first time I saw her. Yeah. So I asked her mom for her phone number the first time, and it was a bit difficult to get her, but on the end I did. She thought she'd get a rhythm of me very quick, but she knows after me there's nothing more, is it? That was the worst thing of the day, making the pictures. Oh, I don't really like it. I'm not very photogenic, or how they say it in England. But it was a fantastic day. It's all part of it, isn't it? Hey, still something from England, isn't it? I earn my living most of the time in England. Yeah, so it's part of my life, isn't it?
Blijven trainen is heel belangrijk voor een darter. Michael geniet er niet altijd van, maar weet wat hij moet doen om aan de top te blijven.
I like to play tournaments because then you really can make your own game and do your thing, because you can't imitate our real game. It's not only about scoring and practice. Most of the time I practice on my doubles, because I think that's my sometimes that was my weakest spot, and now everything goes alright and I'm doing really well.
Fantastic talent, very natural ability. What I like about Michael is that he's always got a smile on his face when he does the walk-ons. He loves the walk-ons with the people.
Great player. I mean, obviously, you know, he's won a world championship, so you know he's no mug. Fantastic for watch. Love playing against him. Great lad.
Van Gerwen's zegentocht in het Alexandra Palace in januari leidde tot grote feesten in het hele land.
I had a home welcome in town centre over here, the town hall, and afterwards we had a little party with friends and family. I don't know exactly how many people turned up at the town hall, but it was quite a few. I couldn't count them. 2000, 2500, something like that.
Phil Taylor gooide in 2002 voor het eerst in de geschiedenis een 9-darter live op Britse tv. Michael heeft dat hustare-stukje al 4 keer voor elkaar gebokst.
Double 12 for history! History! He's done it! He did it! The first live 9-dart finish!
People always think it's very easy to hit a 9-darter, but it's not. But we start with a 180 first, yeah?
Six darts in the requisite trebles and 144 for the 9-dart finish.
It's on.
Double 12! Magnificent Michael van Gerwen, who raises the roof with a 9-darter in a World Championship semi-final!
First one I hit it, my 9-darter, they have Super League in Holland. And the first 9-darter I can remember, I was I think 15 or 16 years old, and with someone else's darts. So I just picked them up. There's other was a good player before in Holland as well, Jeroen Verhoeven. He's about 20 minutes from here, and I picked his darts up. He threw with Martin Adams darts, and that was my first 9-darter. And yeah, it's a bit funny, and after that, didn't take that long before I had another one. And yeah, what can I say? But it's not about 9-darts. 9-darts is just part of the game, and same as a holding one or in snooker 147, isn't it? It's just a part of it, and sometimes you win a prize with it, but it's not the main thing. People won't remember the 9-darters when you're in a couple of years' time, but they will remember the winner of the tournaments.
Is the sport of darts entering a new era?
Bullseye! What an amazing finish! Brilliant, brilliant Taylor! Van Gerwen stands on top of the world of darts. Oh! Mighty Michael van Gerwen!
On currently form, I think I am the best, but you got to deal with a lot of very, very good players. The best player on earth all time is Phil Taylor.
He can be the greatest of his time, his generation. Everyone compares him to Phil Taylor. Just leave Phil Taylor out on his own. He's just someone that's played the sport better than anyone else, better than anyone will ever play it. So let's just forget him for a minute. Michael van Gerwen is an absolutely special, incredible talent that I don't think we've seen the full potential of him yet.
He's going to have to dominate for the next 30 odd years like Taylor's done. Can he do it? Some people think so, some people don't.
At the moment I'm doing well, and you always need to believe in yourself. You are the best in the world. If you don't do that, you fear someone else, and I never fear someone else. I learn a lot when you're on the circuit of all the people, and that makes you stronger and better. Always look to other people, what you can use. Save it in there, and otherwise let it go. I can be hungry enough to win even more tournaments. And I think that also never will stop. People say now to me, yeah, you won all the big tournaments now. What's your next goal? So just win another one. Look like Phil, he won 16. And he's not bored of winning tournaments, is he?
Michaels onstuitbare klim naar de top heeft ertoe geleid dat hij nu een BN'er is. Hij heeft meer en meer verplichtingen en krijgt ook de kans om iets terug te doen voor de gemeenschap.
Ja, met Michael. Ja, had ik niet verwacht, hè? Mooie auto. Ja. Jou. Vandaag mogen lenen een dag.
Even een foto.
Ja, het is goed, joh. Top. This guy is Renzo. He sent this wish to make a wish foundation. Yeah, he just dropped off by Ferrari and now we're gonna play some darts in a minute. Lekker naar binnen gaan?
Ja.
Ja. Een nieuw setje erbij. Hi.
Dankjewel.
Yes, yes.
Dat was warming up, hè? Ja. Goed gedaan. Ja. I like to do things like this. This is good for myself, but also good for the kid. Voilà. Weer de kans gehad, hè? And he really enjoyed it today, and yeah, that's why you do it for. This is fantastic, especially for a charity like this. That's something where you don't forget, and they will never forget it, and that's a fantastic thing. The 9 over there, the venue was buzzing. It was shaking under my feet, the venue. It was amazing. Normally I never watch myself back, never ever. The venue is, you can hear the crowd, it's amazing. So after the first 180 I thought I really had a good chance. Lovely, another one. That's what you want to do all the time. All the pressure's on, the biggest pressure you can have. And then the first dot goes in the treble 20, treble 19 after double 12. The venue exploding. Look at my face, it's amazing. This is a good thing, a really good thing. Good memories.
World Grand Prix champion, Michael Gerwen!
This place means a lot to me, of course. This venue I won the World Grand Prix, my first big major tournament. Yeah, it was an amazing thing. No one can ever take off me. That's a really important thing, I think, for the rest of my career. At that point, I was also living at home. I didn't have a own house. I was busy with the bank, everything like that. And a week later, I won the World Grand Prix. It made it everything so easy. And also, I climbed up the rankings, and yeah, that was fantastic. I won 4-5 for the match.
Can he win it in style? Oh, yes!
Yeah, it was an amazing finish. To win a tournament like that, come back so strong, and then finish it off with a 1-4-5 finish. Fantastic. I knew I could do this years ago, but it never come out for some reason. I don't know why, but I learned a lot last years when I crossed over from the BDO to the PDC. Made me a real man.
De eerste wedstrijd die Michael van Gerwen ooit op het PDC-WK speelde was direct tegen de grootste speler aller tijden. Van Gerwen zorgde daarbij bijna voor een sensatie.
Got the makings of a classic. This Taylor tops for the first set. Redbit.
6 wonderful darts!
Van Gerwen back in the hunt to go 1 set away from taking the power. Van Gerwen on 17. He wants double tops. Middle of the bed. Taylor is on the route.
He's got to break Van Gerwen or else he's a goner. Van Gerwen wants 81. He's hit 3. Wants treble 18.
For the match. Double 12 pulled. Would have put Taylor out. Double 8 for a 12 daughter and a win.
What a game to win in the end.
Michael gelooft dat die nederlaag samen met de vele verloren partijen die nog zouden volgen hem hebben gemaakt tot de speler die hij nu is.
So, do you know how many times I fell on the floor with my chin and I needed to stand up again because I lost? A lot. but you grow up.
He went through a bit of a dull period, and he was getting down on himself. And of course, you know, the 6 inches between the ears when you're at a certain standard are really what counts, and it did with Michael. But then the PDC started up a youth tour, and he was allowed to play on this youth tour, and he learnt how to win. And in any sport, it doesn't matter where you learn how to win, you get that winning mentality, and he did on the youth tour. And of course, he come out of the youth tour, started playing the pro tour properly again, and he started winning.
Confidence. Confidence is the main thing, I think, in darts. The win in the pro tours and the win also in the youth tournaments helped me as well. 45. I played really bad for 3-4 years. I didn't do what I can, and that was really upsetting myself, and I was frustrating, and I was thinking why I'm still playing darts. You can be so good as you want, but you need to have a bit of luck as well, you know that.
Oh, you're lucky.
A little bit. I was really upset because I lost 6 pro tours first round after each other, and I was coming home and I was saying, what am I doing on this? Yeah, what am I doing? Well, but the worst thing is, I knew I can play really good. I know I was better than 80-90% of the dart players, but it makes it even more difficult for yourself because I put so much pressure on myself, and I have always such a high targets and things what I want to do and want to perform, because also when I come back after a match with a 1 or 2 average or something, still can do better. Never enough. Always fight for every game, every leg.
Oh, nothing else better. What a goal! What a goal!
I read you. I used to walk in a venue and I saw the draw, and I was thinking, ooh, I'm playing Kevin Painter or Lewis or Wade, and now I'm thinking, I need to beat him. I'm gonna beat him, and that's the difference. Now I see the way to my game's different, because now I go walk in the game, I'm gonna beat him, simple, confident, and I used to be a bit afraid to lose, and that's no good if you have things like that. I turn it around totally. I see the draw, ooh, I've got a tough draw, I need to play Michael. So you're mentally already a step forward than them. So maybe you're 1-0 in front. I think I'm gonna rip his head off and rip him in pieces. That's what I'm thinking before a game. I pump myself so often, come on and show it on stage. Sometimes work, but sometimes not. But you always need to say to yourself, I'm gonna win.
Now he knows nothing but winning. He doesn't contemplate losing.
Leven in het dartcircus wordt makkelijker gemaakt voor Michael doordat hij zijn vrienden en familie bij zich heeft.
To go here for lunch most of the time. You need to get through the day anyway, and it's not always that easy. With a bit of with a nice lunch and with a couple of movies, I will get through the day. Especially when you have a good friend, it makes it sometimes a lot easier. Oh, that was funny. Oh, really funny. When you're doing well and people expect only good games now, and sometimes when you play worse for them, people say, oh, what's wrong with you? But I'm also a human and I also can make mistakes, isn't it? The level for yourself has changed. I used to be happy with the last 16 in Televerse tournament, and now I'm only happy with winning a tournament. Do you know what I mean? It's not that I'm not happy with runner-up place, but you always go for the trophy, of course, and only one thing that counts, and that's win tournaments. If I don't do any stupid things, I'm also going to try to retire when I'm 55. Like Phil.
I don't know if I'll be around then.
You will be around, my granddad's friend.
I like it a lot.
Why did you give all the cookies to me? You all want to say I'm fat or something?
Look, are these cookies?
Yeah. We keep giving him yeah, thank you very much. Thank you.
Michael van Gerwen's succes op de vloer en de grote televisietoernooien hebben hem in korte tijd veel geld opgeleverd. Hij kan zich daardoor de aanschaf van een tweede huis veroorloven.
Easy, isn't it? I like my home. I don't live here for a long time yet. When I'm home normally, I don't do much at all. Lying on the sofa there and watch television. When I'm off, I love to lie down like this all the time, but too busy most of the times. It's most laziest. Oh, that one, yeah, for sure.
They're playing like machines up there.
Michael van Gerwen is without doubt, when he hits the purple patch, the best player in the world.
Look at this from Phil Taylor.
These two are at it. They're at each other. What a dart. What a player.
That leaves double nine for Van Gerwen to break. He's broken him. Wow, wow, how big a blow is that? Have you ever seen darts of this quality?
Michael van Gerwen has broken. That's a Taylor tell. He's under pressure. Ridiculous errors. But Michael van Gerwen, he's not stopping.
Look at that, get out of the way. Well, that is something I've never seen before.
Riled, completely riled. Done nothing wrong, he wasn't taking his time. He's annoyed the great man. Phil shakes his head in disbelief. Could this be the leg? Michael van Gerwen is all over it.
Michael van Gerwen, the future of darts, has just become the present of darts as well.
Probably played one of my best games ever over there. I played so well against Scott Waits, Phil Taylor and Dean Stanley, I think. And I played fantastic darts. They all were in fantastic form and I absolutely smashed them. And a sort kind of relief comes over you and you think, hey, I can still do it and I can do even more. So your confidence is high and I was in a winning flow and then I beat Phil with a fantastic game.
When he's playing well, he's got this strut, this swagger. And I like him sharing all that. Everything about him is just fluent, the way he collects the darts. A bit like Ronnie O'Sullivan walking around the snooker table. Even the walk is better than everyone else's. Forget the way he plays it, he looks better than anyone else.
Who will be the first world champion 2013?
Magical, magical set winner! The power has punch! World title number 16 for Phil Taylor.
I beat James Wade and Adrian Lewis in fantastic games. Afterwards, yeah, my confidence was good. I had the chances to go in front 5-2 in sets against Phil, but I didn't take them. And the pressure was also so high. First time in the world final, so I didn't know what was going on. And you learn of things like that. First, you need to know how it is to lose a game before you can be a great winner. You also need to be proud of yourself, what you achieve and what you do. It's a nice result on your list, isn't it? Final of the Worlds. I think it's horrible, the clothes. I think it's horrific. It's her choice. I don't mind it. My big tigers. Get your head out.
Oh, niet zo.
Up.
Ja, zo. Ja, doe het gewoon.
De rivaliteit met Phil Taylor en zijn kenmerkende agressieve speelstijl hebben hem fans opgeleverd over de hele wereld. Overal waar Van Gerwen verschijnt, wordt zijn naam gescandeerd. En daarvoor is geen podium beter geschikt dan dat van de Premier League.
The Premier League is razzmatazz. It's a show. What's Van Gerwen? It is a show. He's waiting to erupt. That's what he's... You're waiting for something special to happen. And let's be honest, it happens a lot.
Got a nice bit of walk-on music. The crowd sense that he loves the game. He gets on the stage, gets the fist pumps going, gets the crowd behind him.
Did really well in the Premier League, and I said to Barry Hearn, I said, I'm directly qualified now for the Premier League, so if I ever need a wild card, I want to keep him for then. Just a bit of fun, and he was laughing about it. It's a good thing, isn't it? I always think I really deserved it on my own performance, and that's a good thing in darts. You didn't get any freebies or anything. You just deserved everything what I did by myself.
You're there to entertain and be part of the setup, and that's what it is. You've got the big crowds. You've got 8,000 people in there having a couple of pints. They're not going to be sitting there reading a book, are they?
I like the format because you play week after week, so even you had a bad week, you don't have time to think about a loss because next week is another game on the calendar, and it's when you're so busy, you can't really think about mistakes because you only think about the good things.
He's going to get a dart. A double top. And Van Gerwen has one. And Michael Van Gerwen now goes 4 points clear at the top of the table.
After the 14 weeks, I was number 1 in the rankings. And then it's also nice I won on the final day because, yeah, normally it doesn't say anything. You can be number 1 or 4, but on the final day you need to show your class. And I did exactly everything right in the Premier League. I did well on the right times. Also, I was down against Phil Taylor, big time, but I fighted back. And I always say never give up till the last dart is thrown.
Now, treble 19 for the bullseye! What an amazing finish! What an amazing finish to an amazing game! And Van Gerwen is the McCoy's Premier League champion!
I think I'm quite positive. You need to be positive in life. If you're too negative, you're not going to make it. I love what I do and I want to be better. I want to play even better what I do now. If you don't like the game, you never will be number 1 of the world. My 3 little brothers, they say if you buy them yourself, you don't bring any luck. But I'm quite lucky last 2 years, isn't it? Nearly the same belly.
I don't know an over-the-top celebration. I think when you're happy, you should express yourself. And if it upsets a few people, tough.
Celebrates a bit too much, you know, gets in your face and that. Some people don't mind it, other players get a bit cheesed off it.
I know certain players most probably don't like it. It gets under their skin. I always say to Michael, keep doing it.
A celebration is just a thing what I do, and it's not my problem, is it? I just do what I'm good in, and I just do what suits me, not what suits someone else.
This is what television wants, you know, they want the big celebrations. I'm kind of old school, you know, you hit a 180, it's a 180, we're they're supposed to hit it.
At the end of the day, he gives it his all, and you know, if he hits a good shot out, why not celebrate?
We're all there to win the tournament, and everyone does his own way. Some people play fast, some people play slow, some people want to play slow and put you off, and you have all things like that. You need to handle that, and I don't know if it's only the celebrations and things like that. I don't know.
If your numbers come up on the lottery and you win 58 million, are you going to give it a marvellous day? That really is. What Tuesday that was. The thing is, Michael lets the punters, he lets the paying public know, he lets the viewers know at home, and he lets his opponent know that, do you know what, I've just done something really good there, and I'm going to show you all. That means the world to me. And that's what makes him so likeable. That's what makes him so liked.
I think the crowd expect it, and I think we'd be less of a sport without it.
People say I'm a character, but I'm just Michael, and I want to do a thing where I'm good in, and that's playing darts.
Dat enthousiasme heeft ertoe geleid dat het dartspubliek hem in het hart heeft gesloten. Net als andersom het geval is.
They run out of the car. I can't drive just through. When he asked me, can I have a picture with you? And I say yes. He was like, yes, come on. It's strange, isn't it? To be in that position is, it's a fantastic thing. Years ago, you only could dream about things like that, and now it's reality. I'm hungry for titles, and you need to be hungry. If you're not hungry, you better stay at home and find a job, and maybe you can earn a living out of that. You need to have the passion, you need to give it, and if you don't do that, it's going to be really difficult. If you don't have fun in the game or anything like that, and you only see it as a living, it's not going to work.
Michael Van Gerwen stands on top of the world of darts. Michael Van Gerwen, world champion.
The pressure of being a world champion comes up, especially when you're in the final and the trophy is 5 meters from you, and I was 4-0 in front. My heart was going like that and I was really, really nervous. But that's all them things you learn of things like that. Next time if I'm in that situation, it wouldn't really bother me, but that was all new for me. New to be the favorite in the final.